Alrighty, let's take a quick look at the Apple iPad today. Just to let you know, this is an iPhone and that's the iPad, so you get a rough idea of the size of it. Now, this isn't my unit, it's a friend's unit that I've borrowed for a day basically, just to check it out with and just to give you a quick hands-on. Right, very much like the iPhone, you've got the home button towards the bottom and the iPod connector. You've got speakers over here, and on this side you've got the volume rocker, and this switch on the iPhone switches between vibrate and normal ring. Here it just locks the screen orientation. On top you've got the quick lock button, and obviously you have your earphone jack and your microphone on this side. This side is completely clean, and so is the back. Unlike the iPhone, as you can see, the black is made of aluminum, very much like MacBook Pros that we've seen of late. Right, so here's the device. Let me just go ahead and turn it on. The screen is quite reflective. I've actually cleaned the screen before we started recording this, so we're going to use it for a while and you'll probably see some of the smudges. Anyways, when the screen is turned on, it is just gorgeous. It is beautiful. I don't know if I've seen anything like this before. The interface is extremely fluid. You can very easily move between the different applications on screen. Right, so you've got the calendar, contacts, notes, maps. Let's just go ahead and tap the Maps application. Here, as you can see, I mean, it gives you such a great view. I mean, you've got such a big view of the entire map around you that it really makes it fun to use this device. Let's go back over here. You've got your videos, YouTube. Again, YouTube is designed a little differently. You've probably seen it on videos. Here, let me just go ahead and say, let's search for, oh, I don't know. Alright, here we go. I was just showing my daughter some cartoons, so if we just kind of go ahead and load one of this up. Now obviously this is full screen mode, but if you sort of go into the there we go, exit out of the full screen mode. Where was that? Okay, yeah, I guess if you rotate the device like that, you kind of get different videos, which is a separate frame, if you want to call it. You know, the entire screen is not scrolling, it's just that part of it. Right, so let's get back to home. Well, here you go. Okay, we've got photos, very much like the iPhone's photo. Well, notice the reflection on the screen as well. I've got a light behind me. It actually isn't that bad, it just looks worse while it's recording. But as you can see the reflection on that, but I can't really see the reflection on the screen while I'm looking at it. Again, you can just browse through your photos and you've got the auto orientation on there, so you know, it just kind of gets that done. Right, let's go into settings, and one of the things that was a bit disappointing was that if we go to the international section over here and we go to language, unfortunately no Arabic, which was a bit surprising considering that the iPhone already has Arabic on there. So I was a bit surprised not to find Arabic on here. Again, even in keyboards as well, no Arabic over here either. Hopefully this will be added in an upcoming firmware. Right, so let's take a look at some of the applications over here. The element chart is a pretty cool application. It just lists all the all the elements basically. Here we go. If we go on the home, and here you've got a list of all the elements. Let's just say AU, which is gold. Gives you a nice little picture of the rock. Right, so we have that. Then ProKeys is pretty good. It's a piano application, and again, my daughter was having a lot of fun with it. You can kind of select what you want it to. Let's just go to grand piano, and so excellent little program. Marvel Comics, you've seen that already. Brilliant use of the iPhone. If we just go to this, see how it sort of just moves between all the other frames. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Popular Science, BBC News, again, a very good application for catching up on news. You've got all the stories on this side. Not only that, but on the top you've got a live radio button, and if you actually go ahead and click on that, it should hopefully start streaming audio. Well,
BBC will have more news stories and the rest of the news in a moment, or of course at any time online. That's at bbc.com/news.
Right. So I mean, this device has the potential of changing the way you view news. I've downloaded, what else do we have over here? iBooks, you've seen that as well. This is your bookstore for Apple, and they give you Winnie the Pooh that comes with it. Let's go back over here. As you can see, the device rotates pretty fast. Let me just pull this up. And if we click on library, it takes you to your library on there. Store, obviously, takes you to the Apple Store. Can't connect to it at the moment, unfortunately. Right, what else do we have over here? Pages is the word processing application for the iPad. Keyboard actually works quite nice. Let me just go ahead and type something along the lines of we are testing the keyboard on the iPad. It has the auto correction feature, so it corrects everything. If you switch it to landscape, you get an even bigger keyboard, which you can probably use with two thumbs or two hands if you want to just place it down on a surface. And then, you know, let's start using, let's just say we are typing this on the new Apple iPad tablet. Here we go. So that kind of gives you an idea of how that works. Right, that was Pages. We have a few games on this side. I've got the IMDb application here as well. Let's go ahead and fire up this particular racing game. This is the HD version, meaning it is the iPad version. And as you can see, I mean, volume is a bit loud. Let's just go to a quick race. Let's select that. See, that's fine. I'm not sure why they call it quick racing. You still need to tap 5 times to get through it, but anyways. Okay. So the accelerometer is in place over here. Yeah, I'm not necessarily the best at these games, but as you can see, it is actually working quite nicely. Right, so the interface is quite fluid, again, very impressive. Finally, let's just go to browsing, and if we, let's see if I can pull up T-Break on here. Yeah, here we go. We've got a couple of banners, flash banners, which obviously don't show up right here. And again, we can use this in a horizontal or vertical format. So yeah, that's a quick look for you at the iPad. I think it's a great device. It's much better than I actually thought it's going to be like, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up getting one of these. Quite sleek, as you can see. And we'll get you a full review once I manage to get my own device, which should hopefully be within a month. Alrighty then.